Every October since 2011, Retro Movie Geek has brought you the spooky side of retro movies. And this year is no different. But remember, we spoil the hell out of every movie we cover. So consider yourself forewarned. Spooky FLIX Fest starts now.
Oh, good call, Peter. I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you.
Not that anybody can see it.
No, but maybe if you just like
hide us real quick. Yeah. All right. Well, all that to be said, Peter, welcome to Spooky FLIX Fest 2025. We are here talking techno-horror. And what do we mean by techno, kids? No, we do not mean that kind.
Yeah,
we've done that forever.
Technological horrors.
Yes.
And we are covering Brainscan from 1994, the year I graduated high school, and the year Ash may or may not have allegedly been potty trained. Because
and I apparently couldn't keep. Never mind.
Peter was first put in a home. That was.
Well, I wish I had a lot of kids back then. So.
Fair enough.
Well,
I still do. You wish you were in a home, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I am Gilman Joel, of course, joined, as always, by Darrell, who's really disappointed. Although I think your name had two L's at the end. Does it have two L's or one L?
I missed an L because I was too busy playing video games.
Sure, fair enough. Pumpkinhead's here. Pumpkin.
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Pumpkin.
Hey.
Good look, Pumpkin. And we are joined by... Should I say? I feel like I have to ask you this every time. Should I say Ash to Ashes or Ash?
Yes.
It's Ash to Ashes.
Ashes, yeah.
That's what I thought. I see the X. I'm like, I want to go AshXAshes, but I'm like, no, that doesn't sound right. Ash.
Every year.
The great Ash is here from Rise from the Dead, Kill the Dead, all kinds of cool stuff. Dread Central. I'm glad you mentioned that earlier. I would have felt like a jerk for forgetting. And you, is it like the third or fourth time? You've been on.
Oh my gosh, we do this every year. This is number.
You never remember.
This must be. Isn't this number?
This is number 5.
Are we up to 5 with you? That's awesome. Because here's the thing. In my defense, Ash. In my defense, we've been doing this for 15 freaking years.
Yeah, this is the 15th.
You were like 2 when we started the show. You were like 2, and so we've been doing it 15 years, and 15 years is a long time to remember. I don't remember what movies we covered last month, let alone
right about that.
Well, we
did cover it actually.
No.
To be fair, but yeah. So we're covering. What are we covering? Hold on, let me get it out. This is what I had to go get.
Brainscan.
Well, I'm representing. By the way, who's representing?
Oh Jesus!
Hey.
Wow.
I love that shirt. That's dope.
Thank you.
See?
Thank you. Oh, mine's better. I mean, I like that.
Wow.
And
I just have a black person on here. I don't have
there you go.
Just randomly.
Oh, there's a white.
Look, I feel like that's
then a
Is
white
that me
person
with
on
hair?
This is just unity.
That's you and
all
that's
I
Peter
have.
and Darrell. It's you guys' children's.
Yes.
As children.
Also, I feel like I asked Peter this, and Ash, again, you probably don't remember this because I'm guessing you would have been like, well, you might, because you in 2004-ish, you would have been what, like 12, 13?
Yeah.
Okay, so you might remember this. So I think I got this at like Sam's Club. Do you remember this thing? It's called Boogeyman. It was just like this compilation.
Yes.
Do you remember this?
I checked it out from my local library, and I was so scared to watch it. I kept it hidden in the chair in the family room.
That's awesome.
Until it was time to return it back. But yes,
I love
remember
it.
getting that.
I love it. I remember this. I actually ended up picking it up for like next to nothing. And I may have it playing on the 1990 RCA console because I'm a dork.
Not in my house.
You ain't gonna have this in your house? It's just clips from horror movies. It's just clips from horror movies.
Yeah, like we talked about it. Like Terror in the Isles was, I think, it was one of the first that did kind of.
Yeah, this was like a straight to video. I feel like Sam's had it, and it was like places like that. Like it was Walmart had it. It was like and it was everywhere. I remember there was like a Halloween. There was everywhere.
I bet.
Walmart used to come through a lot when it came with like DVD collections.
Yeah.
Because that's where I would get like all the 8 films to die for, like the
I
After
remember
Dark
those.
Horror Fest, and even like the low budget films you never heard of.
Yep.
I have like the collections of it, and I miss that time. And I wish
I know. It's weird what we get nostalgic for, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Back in my day.
Yeah. Back in my day.
They used to have all the cash registers open.
That's right.
Right.
The self-serve nonsense.
Right.
There's an excuse to steal, people. All right. On that note, steal people. Actually, yeah, they steal people. Yes, fact. Brainscan is what we're talking about, though, Peter.
Yes.
Am I the only one here who owns it on Blu-ray, has a T-shirt, and the poster?
You may be the only one who owns it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just checking.
And I'm judging you for it.
Okay. I have a feeling this episode may go into the exact opposite direction of the last episode.
Oh.
Just a sense I'm getting.
Last episode was madness. We were
That last episode we covered Maximum Overdrive, Ash, just so you know. I will say
we had 18 people on that.
we had almost 18 people. It felt like it. And I may have been, other than our beloved guest, Anthony, I may have been a man on an island alone in that I really, for whatever reason, Maximum Overdrive just didn't hold up for me at all. And I bitched about it the entire time.
Like leprechauns can come from space and kill people, but cars can't just
But
make their own
Leprechaun,
gas.
but you know what it is? Leprechaun's got tongue planted in cheek. It knows what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I think they knew what this was.
I think some drugs were done and nobody knew what was going on.
High enough to know.
No, he was high enough. That's for sure. All right.
Well,
Allegedly.
let the man live. He was doing his cocaine.
Allegedly. Oh yes, that looked like something dirty, Peter. But I know it's from Brainscan.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that literally looks like some kind of weird.
What that
was
mouth
a
do?
freaky scene.
Yeah, what kind? Okay, no, yes, please don't do that, Peter. I'm getting weird feelings, Peter. All right, so
warm, weird, fuzzy.
all right, so Brainscan 1984, Peter.
Yes.
By chance,
Not by chance, because it's right there.
is this a VHS?
Yes, it is. Well, it's a piece of paper, but it's from the back of it.
Oh,
It's
you
from the back of
asshole.
a VHS.
You know what he meant.
You know what? Look, I gave you extra
look at that.
exclamation
One of
point.
the hottest science fiction movies.
Whoa, I
to blow your
misspelled
mind.
synopsis. Why did somebody fix that for me? Hold on, where's my?
You misspelled something?
I did. I spelled it synopsis. Synopsis.
Well,
My inner English teacher went like, "What?"
I'm too drunk to spell because I've been drinking margaritas
Synopsis.
all day.
I think that's right. Okay, we're good.
I don't.
That's
Been-
live right
yeah.
there, Darrell. That's
I
cool.
know. It just got to be done.
I was
Just
over
the
here
only
thinking
way.
about Cutwater, so I'm like, I need to buy a case.
There you go. You need to get it. You need to get it.
All right, so Peter,
Yes.
I have your banner up.
Yeah, I know. Let's see.
That's your clue. Start reading.
Yeah, I haven't read this yet. so
Get
it's
to
always
book
a bad.
reading, boy.
When a lonely teenager, Edward Furlong, orders the latest interactive video game, the high-tech wizardry penetrates his subconscious, where his darkest impulses lead him through a deadly maze of murder, deception, and desire. Pursued by a homicide detective played by Frank Langella, and prodded, oh wow, there's sexual innuendos here, and prodded by the Trickster played by Ryder Smith. he is
Penetrated
torn-
and prodded, all in the same synopsis, huh?
Yeah, he is torn between the worlds of good and evil, of reality and fantasy, and ultimately of life.
Of life. Indeed.
That's deep.
It is. It is. I want to say right off the bat, this was directed by John Flynn, who did
Yeah,
Steven Seagal's Out for Justice, which is one of the better Steven Seagal movies, if memory
You're
serves.
right.
yeah, it's a good one.
Lock Up with Stallone. Remember that one with Donald Sutherland, where he's in the prison?
Yeah.
And he directed Rolling Thunder,
There you go, which we covered.
which is William Devane, great movie.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, he also did Bestseller. We did that way back.
Oh crap, he did. I remember that one. Yeah, with Brian Denny and James Woods. Yeah, actually, I had that little from the video store or that over there. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So my point is, he has made very good movies. So before you start
also
getting
did-
mean spirited,
He also
Darrell
did
and
Defiance with Michael Vincent. So
okay.
Well, what the fuck is
Okay.
his problem? Just
This is not the alcohol talking. All right. So I will go around the horn and find out when everyone first saw this movie. Ash.
why do you actually say go around the horn?
I don't know because
Where did
it
that
sounds
come
like
from?
I think it's from like ESPN or something back in
it's
the day.
one of them sports things.
Yeah, it's
on
like
that
going
that
around the
thing.
horn. Yeah, it is kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
And they're
The
bald
coach
too.
used to always have ESPN on in their. Yeah, I'm thinking. that's
They're
what it's
all
from.
bald. We're bald.
Yeah, it's same thing.
Yeah,
Same
it's
thing.
gonna be-
I should have a whistle. I look like I'd be have a whistle. You know. All right. Ash,
Yes.
aren't you glad you're here?
Yes. I'm always glad to be here.
Always.
Always look forward to the emails and yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
here.
Yes. All right. So, when did you first see John Flynn's Brainscan?
I would say a year ago.
Okay.
I didn't finish it. No. It wasn't like that. I hit pause and never came back.
Okay, it's one of those. I've had that happen. To be
So
fair.
it's still on pause.
Great
No.
film.
And she goes, and then when you told me that's what I was covering with you, I just left it on pause. I didn't.
Great film.
Well, yeah, it was a year ago because I've always like heard of it. For some reason, I got it confused with the Lawnmower Man. But
they came out in a close proximity. So to be fair,
so like I was always familiar with the film. Like I've seen the movie poster like all over like Tubi, and I was like, I'll get to it eventually. But yeah, so thank you for reminding me to finish that movie.
Yeah. So is that did you just literally pick it up from where you left off and just keep going?
No, it restarted. Like I guess because when it left Tubi, it like erases everything. And
okay. I got you. Okay.
That would have actually been funny. I'll just continue where I left off a year ago. Click.
That would have been funny. So basically, for all intents and purposes, you just saw it for the first time within the last week or two or whatever, whenever you watched it.
24 hours.
Whoa. All right. Okay. All right. Pumpkinhead.
Mm.
When did you first see this movie? I know you weren't in Florida because it was 94, not 91.
No, this is something I'm sure we rented this. I don't remember exactly when, but somewhere in the mid 90s.
Speaking of cocaine.
So when it first popped up on VHS, or maybe it was on a stream or the video.
You don't remember.
Movie channel or something. I'm not really sure, but I've seen it once back then. Once.
Did a line and then you saw it again.
Nah. It was too short.
You were even high. You couldn't even get through the movie twice.
So you saw it back then.
Yeah.
So
and yesterday, of course.
So seen it like twice. Okay, Darrell. I know you, like some of us, saw this opening weekend.
Actually, I thought I mixed this up with Scanners, and I don't know why. Like
Meaning the David Cronenberg movie?
It was in my head. The scenes in my head that I remembered, and then I go to watch this shit, and I see these annoying ass kids, and I'm like, "This is not the movie that I thought I remembered." So I've never seen this movie. I don't know why.
Really?
I've never seen this movie.
See
You're
now.
sitting there like, I don't
kind of
think no head's
disappeared.
exploding.
Exactly. That's what I was. I don't know why.
Where's Michael Ironside?
That's
bullshit.
what I was thinking. Man.
Listen, this was pulled fairly quickly from the theaters.
So. Oh yeah,
it
like
really?
2 weeks after.
Yeah.
Why?
It should have been.
Because it was not well received, Joel.
No.
People didn't like it.
For real? No, I mean,
For real.
and this is not me being like fake shocked.
No, it's for real.
I don't know what it is.
Did not,
these
did
kids
not go down well.
Like I expect kids are annoying. Like teenagers are annoying in horror movies. We expect.
I work.
I work. Right, you work with them. I have to go when I go to work. I have to deal with them every day.
I used to work with them, and now I own 3 of them. So yeah.
Oh, you can't stand them. You want to put their heads through TVs and leave them, right?
No, I actually like mine, but that's
the film was a critical and financial failure. Yeah. It was withdrawn from cinemas after only 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
These kids were the most annoying fucking children.
Wow.
The guy was 27. He was not even a kid. He was almost in his 30s.
So just imagine what a shithead he was when he was.
Which kid? Which kid was
Kyle, the one who died? The best friend.
His best friend. That's why. Yeah, I looked that up. I saw that he was.
Yeah.
Well, Kimberly was 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you're 24 kissing 17-year-old.
Furlong,
I know about his past. So
yeah. To be fair, Furlong and I were pretty close in age. I think he was born 77. I'm 76, so we were fairly close in age. This came out my senior year. I actually remember seeing this opening weekend. I did not know it got pulled after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm legit surprised. I'm fine. I'll just lay all the cards out. I actually like this movie.
What?
I did. I like it. I like that. You know what it is? I'll tell you why. A couple of things. And this will totally expose me for everything. He is literally like what he's got. It literally had issues of Fango. Every time he picked one up, I told my kids, I said, still got that one, still got that one, still got that one.
Wow.
The whole. By the way,
that was you.
Basically, minus the murder and the horrible stuff.
Well, yes.
He was a douche.
Oh, so you were that kid.
He was.
I was a little bit of that kid. I was a little bit of that. I wish I'd been more of that kid, actually.
What?
I think
I wasn't as rebellious. I wish I'd been a little bit more like that, like a little bit.
This guy was not rebellious. He was a dick.
Well, he wasn't rebellious. He was written not rebellious.
You don't think so? He's a misfit. He's an outsider. They remember everybody treated
you know
like
what?
crap.
It's like this. I've never really been a big fan of Edward Furlong anyway.
Really? Even a T2?
Yeah, he was.
I like Pet Cemetery too. I
don't think they played it.
And I love T2. It's not that. It's just Edward Furlong. I don't know. It's just I don't
think they played him well enough. I would give an example. I think if they had played it like, for example, anybody in the audience that ever watched Stranger Things, the kid who plays in the Fantastic Four movie, because I never remember anybody's names. The one that played
Eddie. You would have played Eddie.
Eddie, the one that played Eddie.
Eddie in Stranger Things. I can't remember the actor's name.
Because
Joseph Quinn. Is it Joseph Quinn? Oh, I don't know where that came from. I just pulled that out of my phone. Look at that. Look at that.
See, I don't know how to do that. It
came from back there.
I don't do it as well as I used to.
Well, I can say we can all say that.
You can't say that when I'm having a sip of coffee, man.
But anyway, if they had played it where he was a little bit more
like that
assertive, because Eddie wasn't. At first, you thought Eddie was freaking abusive. Like you thought
and then it turned out he was actually.
And then as it goes, you realize no, Eddie just has a fucked up home life. And so he doesn't know how to deal with people. If they had played it more like that, I think it could have worked. But they played it more like Disturbia.
I remember that.
That's how they played him. That's how they played him.
I mean, they could have in this one because since his dad was basically not there, he says, "I'll be home soon."
Yeah, but make a choice. Like either you're gonna play. It's like they tried to do both and they did neither. Like either have him be the real nerdy kid who's alone all the time, right? Do that, or have him be the real angry outsider in school who wants to connect with people but doesn't know how. Do it.
Another good example. You remember The Gate? Remember
that's another one.
The best friend where the parents never home.
Right.
Yeah,
that was a PG-13 one, so that was a little nicer.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. I think it was a combination of the nostalgia factor. I guess I also will say that being this is only 2 years after Lawnmower Man, you got to admit the CGI, while still very 90s CGI, is way better than Lawnmower Man. Like,
it's good.
Better than
pretty good for what we got.
Man CGI. Yeah, because actually that's the thing. And Ash, I know you weren't here for it, but when we did Lawnmower Man, we were all pleasantly surprised at how much we liked the movie. Like it actually held up. And
we actually thought we were going to like, oh God, this is going to
everybody's like, oh God. That movie.
And then we watched the director's cut that's actually longer.
Yeah,
like,
which if you get a chance to watch it, the longer director's cut is much better.
It works even better.
That one out.
Yeah, it was. Because you could see it. It's like, you remember Flowers for Algernon, that story about the where they take the guy who's, he's impaired and they basically have been doing experiments on mice and they make him smarter. And then as a result, though, it starts to have negative effects, which basically is the Lawnmower Man story. So, and I get it's nothing like the King story, blah, 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 whatever. It just, I think as a tragedy, it played well. Like I liked a lot about
Trickster, I think
I like that. And I was going to get to that. Yes.
Super cool character.
I think it's funny because you could tell they were trying to come up, because this is that era, right? That Dr. Giggles, Leprechaun, the Trickster, they're trying to get that new franchise character.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But the problem is you got to do that organic. That's the thing Hollywood never learns, man. Stuff has to happen organically. You can't force it. You can't say, oh, we're going to do a franchise. Freddy was not intended to be a franchise. Craven says, I got an idea. It's going to be a cool movie. And then it does really well, which no one expects it to. And now you got a franchise. Yeah. But you can't force that to happen. So that's what they did.
This is the ending in this one. It's basically setting it up for.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it totally is. But I think that the Trickster, though, out of all, and look, I love Dr. Giggles. I ain't gonna lie. I love Dr. Giggles. You do. But this one weirdly felt the most of all that era, the most sinister. Like he was really. He was obviously a demon, right? I mean, everyone took that like a devil demon, like he's like almost like I'm going to take your soul. That was but what's cool, what I also like about the movie is that, and I'm not going to lie, Darrell, I actually thought out of all of them, you might like this one just because it has that serial killer, like, is it psychological? Is he or isn't he? Is it in his head? All right. Now the ice cream is going through my neighborhood. And literally, I'm like, why am I hearing it through my head?
Why? It was just in Darrell's neighborhood.
That guy drives fast. Tearing down the East Coast.
Throwing ice creams out the window left.
But the Trickster is in it, so like he talks. Usually, when they have the killer like that, I didn't think it was going to go that way because usually they don't have the killer talk to the person they're trying to get to be a killer too so long. But they had long fucking conversations in this movie.
Yes.
Where the trickster felt like the host of a horror TV show almost.
Yeah.
Because he was in it so much, and the way he's talking to him and having a conversation. You could have done a play. You could have done a play on horror.
Could, yes.
With the two, just to having that
just
kid
those two
being isolated and then having this demon and he's not sure if he's real or not come to see him. And I think it could have been a cool, like, kind of say on violence in television and how it in movies and how it affects kids and how parents don't know how to relate to kids to understand them. Like, I thought it was something more going with that, because the principal was so out of left field with the whole.
It was the tip. You know what that is? That's like Monster Squad. Every movie that has the kids have a horror club, you got to have a principal or a teacher that's holding them down.
Rated R. Like, he's like, oh, you like horror movies? Boy, did you play with yourself? Do you? Do you want to go out there and rape women? Huh? Is that? And I'm like, where is this coming from? Show me that this kid has been show me that the kid has done things in school
to justify
and broke the rules, and then that's why he is so angry with the kid. But you just see this nerdy kid that has a horror class, like a horror club. Like, why are you so fucking angry?
You could almost make the argument, based on what you're saying, Peter, that his friend Kyle would have been better to be the main kid.
He would have.
Because he would have been more of that, like, heavy metal, like, that kid is like the outsider kind of vibe.
He gave off more of the darker vibes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, just look at his wardrobe. Like,
I mean,
you could take it to this horror club. They're just watching horror movies, doing nothing.
Take the girl out, like, take the girl liking him out of it, and just have it that he's a creeper, right?
Yeah.
He's been creeping on her.
My kids couldn't get past that. Like, so she's letting him do that.
He's left
and
back.
She's returning the favor by doing this thing.
By the end of the movie, I said to my kids, guys, it's okay. They're both weird creeps.
You know what? I gotta do a PSA on this. This is really bothers me sometimes with these stories. It's the Peter Parker thing that writers do. And we all want to wish that we were the popular kid that got the hot woman when we were kids, right? Mm-hmm. It doesn't make sense in the story when you do this. You make these girls seem like they're just robots.
Fine. Yeah, she's fine with it.
Yeah, like, it did not make sense for her to be okay with this. It did not make sense for her to just, even to like him at the end. It's like, well, what was the connection between them? I don't even know what
they took pictures of each other.
Yeah, they're voyeurism.
That's voyeurism. Yeah,
they're both freaky deaky.
But she's not weird like him. You know what I mean? Like,
no, maybe that's why she's really she's got like. But
if you gave us, if you gave us something like they both were in the same horror club, but they could only communicate in the club.
Horror club,
They did not know how to communicate outside of talking horror movies, and so they you could write that, because that's more believable, right? Like, there are plenty of kids that connect on certain things, like a D&D thing or a horror thing or whatever, and that's their way in to date. They're not doing that whole thing of walking up to each other and start talking. It's just not easy.
No.
Do that, but it just didn't make sense for it to be, you just happen to be with the cute girl who live across from her, and she just happens to like you looking at her.
And like you, taking pictures and videos of her.
Or just make her the one that kills people. Like, I would even went for that. Like, make her one of the serial killers or something.
Okay.
Like a twist on that. Like, she kills his friend. She's like, well, you got mad. He was mad at you, so I had to kill him.
Now they have,
you know what I'm saying?
It's a young Mickey and Mallory from Natural Born
Right.
Killers.
He wanted to mess with the club, so I had to kill him or something. But it just didn't. It didn't work the way they had it.
I think too that look, I'll admit it has problems. It's not perfect.
No,
it's far from perfect. I guess what I enjoy.
So big of you.
I think I liked that. Obviously, I liked him being like the horror fan with all the stuff all over his room that I literally owned like half of that crap. But then also, I liked that you didn't know whether or not he is in fact killing people, or if it's in his head, or is it a game?
Even if the cop was Frank Langella's character, could have gone.
Oh, he got on my nerves.
Really? You didn't like him?
Yeah, I like Frank
He pissed me
Langella or
off.
the character.
You didn't picture him as
The character.
Oh, you
character,
just picture Skeletor, and immediately you'd be happy.
Yeah.
No.
I'm like, so he's just gonna walk into this random person's home and collect ashes.
Yes.
Like, no.
Even my kids are like, Dad, is that
I have
legal?
notes on that one. Yeah, I was like, not.
I was like,
you wouldn't be able to use that.
Well, I said, here's the flaw. It's like, if he gets it analyzed, assuming I don't even think you can find blood type from ashes. Not only can you not use it, you can't even use it to justify like a search warrant to then go get the real stuff, because they can't use stuff that you obtained illegally.
He's supposed to be in the neighborhood. You can't use that as a reason for him to be close to the scene of the
we know what's
murder.
more believable? When they do the thing where the cop will like intentionally like break the window or something to make it look like somebody broke in.
Yeah.
So then they have just cause to check out a B&E.
true story. Like,
Shocker.
true story. There was a murder that had happened in the neighborhood, and the opposite happened. They thought it was someone that lived away, and they put them in prison. And come to find out, legally put him in prison because they pretty much badgered him until he said anything they wanted him to say. Find out years later, it was the neighbor next door that killed the girl. Mm-hmm. And they even talked to him and didn't even catch it. Like, it didn't even catch it because they were so like, this guy looks better for it. It's the opposite. They don't even do that when you're close by. They look the other way when you're close by.
Well, typically, as my sister, who is a cop, has informed me, and she's literally the first person that tells me, the cops it doesn't matter, you're innocent. She goes, you lawyer up immediately. Always. And she's like, I'm just telling you, do. So because they start the way they're let's say it this way, the way they're supposed to do it is they start the closest people to you. Right. They always, it's like if you're like, spouse or the boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. That's going to be number one on the suspect list because you're the closest, right? So they got to scratch you off the list before they go to the next person, and then they just work their way. That's how they're supposed to do it. I don't know, obviously, in that situation, in that case, like what the reason would be for why they would have assumed it's somebody on the outside rather than.
Well, he was weird enough.
No, okay.
He was weird.
It's like remember Danny Rollins, the Gainesville Ripper guy that Kevin Williamson kind of loosely based Scream on after the whole. I don't know if you remember. Do you remember the first guy they caught and everyone was sure that was the guy? Yeah. Remember, and he had like a really gnarly. He looked like the stereotypical. Crazy guy killer. And he was like, I think partly he was kind of homeless for a while. He had like some mental problems. He had like a horrible scar on his face. Poor son of a gun, dude. Did nothing. But
you don't sound right. Like of course. Listen,
and they're also panicked, right? They're trying to stop somebody from murdering.
Come to get you. If the police start asking you questions, I am petrified.
Yeah,
right?
It's called lawyer up.
Stops you, even if it's to ask you what time it is.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't know.
I remember one time my wife and I were coming up. We were teachers, and we were coming home. We had a Chevy Cavalier, which apparently is a very popular car in the early 2000s.
It was,
and it was like a silver Chevy Cavalier, and we were going, and all of a sudden, I was like, oh, God. And I'm one of those people. I'm like,
you got bodies in the trunk.
Don't talk about that. And he pulls us over. I'm like. Yeah, because I had the crank window. I wasn't even nice enough to have a power window. Yeah, it's crank. And I was like, "Yes, sir." And he's like, and he literally had his hand on his gun. Turns out somebody had just done something, and would run off in a silver Chevy Cavalier. So they're stopping everybody along the way. And I was like,
and you and your wife, you went on a
coming home from work.
Just a spree of just robbing.
Oh, to be fair, allegedly it may have always been us, but I'm just saying
you two were thrill killer couples. I know. Before the kids, it was before you had kids.
Kids, we settled down. It's all
fine.
good. It's all good. My point is, lawyer up. That's the message.
Always lawyer up.
Always lawyer up. So back to Brainscan. I feel like we're going to focus on this
for
movie
next week.
Ash,
lawyer up.
Ash.
Yes.
So being that you're the newest to this major motion picture, what are your thoughts, your feelings, being that the first time you couldn't even finish it? Are you going to be on my side and admit that this movie ain't so bad.
That actually sounds slightly intimidating.
I object.
The way
I'm
you're
just
saying
kidding.
it.
I'm kidding. He knows I'm kidding.
I would say it's not a bad. I mean, okay, it has its issues. I've seen worse films. I'll say,
Yeah.
This is not the worst.
Like
film
Maximum Overdrive, right?
It's been a minute since I've seen that, so I'm going to have to do a rewatch. But
We're gonna do that, huh?
The flipping off hand is back.
Wow.
it's not a bad film. I do wish they kind of reworked it into something else, like following what Darrell was saying. Like that would have been perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be a good like getaway horror for people trying to get into the genre. It kind of reminds me of like a Goosebumps episode.
Yes, I agree with that. And also, but a Goosebumps episode that's shocking. It's like weird because the whole movie isn't like super gory, but the few times it is, it's like brutal.
Yeah.
Listen,
Like the sawing the dude's leg off. It's like, what? I forgot completely about that.
That first kill is very Giallo-esque.
Yes, it was very, very, very.
Knife. And you follow him in, and then it's from the murderer's point of view. It is super Giallo.
Yeah,
So,
it was.
That is bloody. That is gory.
Other than that, do we see another murder?
Not really. Well, we see the cop getting shot, but that
We see the bricks fall on the principal, right?
Yeah.
Which really wasn't his fault, to be fair. That was an accident.
No.
Other than that,
was
that's
just
like
an
the only
accident.
kill we actually see.
But it's so brutal.
brutal. Yeah.
It's so.
Well, when they shoot that guy, like,
He was like, "So who's gonna tell his wife?"
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah, it's your job. But first off, why did the
That's
dude
when
run
the-
up?
that's
Why did
when the
why
wife
did he
in
have
the
his
background
gun?
says, "I'm
Okay, first
already
off, explain this
here."
to me. Why did the partner, which by the way, I love that Frank Langella is like in the suit, like he's like the detective, and then the other guy looks like he's like a substitute teacher.
Right.
Yeah.
And he gave the speech.
Casual wear.
And he gave the speech prior to the start of the search, right? Where
No
he
guns,
goes,
and they're walking away with
no
rifles.
one has guns except for the police. We're the only ones that are supposed to have guns for this whole thing. And then there's like 10 of them running around with
big ass rifles with scopes on them.
rifles.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a water pistol.
Exactly.
Yes.
So what happened?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you get the distinct impression that I cannot confirm or deny this? And Mr. Langella, if you ever see this, please don't be mad at us. He's still alive, right? I think he is.
Yeah.
he is.
I feel like this may have been one of those alimony movies that Lance Henriksen talks about. Like this may have been one of those like I need a paycheck.
I don't know.
Because it feels.
Filler film.
To be fair, John Flynn is a director at this point because he had done Rolling
He
Thunder.
did Masters of the Universe.
He probably
Well,
thought
Langella,
it might have
not,
been better.
Yeah.
He probably thought it might have been a better movie than it.
Maybe I think it was just ironic because the script was written by Andrew Kevin Walker, who did Seven.
Exactly.
I'm guessing this might have been Andrew Kevin Walker's either first script that was ever produced or one of, because to everybody else's point, I will concede this fact. It does feel like a movie that needs to go through some more rewrites. Like it feels very early draft in a way.
Or, second or third draft maybe.
I would say I would do a double feature of this with Nightmare on Elm Street 2. With like how when we get like the twist towards the end of this movie, I'm like, okay, like
and they're both final boys instead of final girls, so I like that. Okay, plus I would argue.
Let me throw this in there that might make sense.
Okay.
Originally, it was supposed to be VHS tape. It was supposed to be centered around the VHS tape.
It was written in the
but it got rewritten after the producer came on.
Okay.
Acquired the rights to the script, and they did some uncredited rewrites. So that could be
a factor.
Why?
And I bet you. And when the Ring came out, like 7-8 years, however many years later, 2003, right? Was that the Ring? I think it was 2003.
The original best one or the new?
Ring the Naomi Watts one.
I like the name. I actually I didn't. You know, weirdly, the Naomi Watts one did not hold up for me nearly as much as I thought.
No, it didn't. Nope.
I was shocked.
We discussed that.
I was so disappointed. Like in my head, I remember how bad that movie freaked me out when I first saw it. Anyway, I digress.
My point is, you could tell they cared when the other producer came on. They cared more about the Trickster character,
and the game part. I'll bet you, buddy. Here's what it was. That 1994 era was when we were starting to get all like the CD-ROMs,
that's exactly.
all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, they're like, you know what the kids love? I'll tell you what the kids love. They love them CD-ROM games, and that was the logic of what they did. They're on the interwebs. The World Wide Web. That's what they were thinking. And that's why they like the horror. By the way, I totally called out when he's reading about Brainscan, the game, he folded the Fango over and it was the video eye of Dr. Cyclops. I call shenanigans because video eye of Dr. Cyclops was always the reviews of the horror movies that had been released on video, and it was always 2 pages. There would not have been reviewing Brainscan in that article.
And let me quote from John Flynn. He said, we had Eddie Furlong was a 15-year-old kid who couldn't act. You had to slap him awake every morning.
He said that.
I don't want to get into knocking people, but I was not a big fan of Eddie Furlong.
He
this
said
was
that?
like during his rebellious era, right? Like,
was he already into stuff by this point, though?
Because
this T2 had come out only like 2 years earlier, right? 3 years earlier. So he would have made this like a couple years after T2. I don't know.
Which was probably why he got the gig as the lead.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because he had done Pet Sematary 2 came after T2, and then I think this one.
But I also think that he was indulging in the
was he already at this point?
The devil's lettuce a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like early on. Like,
that sucks, man.
Because when he was 16, he was dating that 29-year-old woman or something like that.
A what?
Like, he was like 16 dating his
because
like
he was a star.
T2
made him a star. And
I know that. Yeah, for sure. You know what? It's shocking to learn that young people in Hollywood, it just always goes sideways. It's so weird. That's so strange.
I mean, I know, right? It's always a safe environment. I don't know.
It's so safe for them. I don't know why you wouldn't just dump your kids off there. Just be like, you'll be fine.
Well, just take them straight to rehab. Just drive them.
Just drive them up there like, Dad, why am I here? I don't have any problems. Oh, son, we're being preventative.
Yeah,
we
know where you're going.
He was in some good movies. You can't fault him. I mean, T2, American History X.
That's messed.
Little Odessa is not a bad movie. You were Animal Factory.
No, but
not a bad
the
one
problem
either,
is he was terrible in this movie.
Yes.
He probably saw that script and was like,
You know what's You know what's funny? In T2, I used to not like him that much in T2. I found him annoying.
I did too.
But over years, it's like, because it's just such a great movie. But I will say that John Connor character is more in line with, I think, what you're talking about, Darrell. Like, he was a little bit more on the outs. He was in foster care. He was
supposed to be a weird
petty crime.
Yeah, he was like a petty crime. He was involved.
Right. It made sense for him. Like, he was an annoying kid. And I think the joke of it also was, of course, only a fucking cyborg could stand to be around an annoying kid, right? Like but even with Arnold, he played it where even he looked irritated sometimes, right? In the movie.
Yes.
And I think but again, you need somebody like an Arnold who could do that to make it work.
I will kill this kid for
But
free.
with this, you're like, he always looked at the kid like he wanted to kill him. And we saw a whole movie before this where he did kill everybody. And now he's with this kid and he's like, I can't kill this kid?
Yeah.
I gotta keep him alive.
I gotta listen to him? This kid's the future of humanity? Come on.
Damn it. Like,
come on.
Sarah, how did you not kill this kid? Like,
it turns out she had got locked away, not because they made her. You chose it. She's like, I would like to commit myself because I can't deal with this kid anymore.
But it just didn't work for this. Even the conversation with his father when his father calls him. And
I completely forget about his father. This is one of those, like, this kid is like a character from the Peanuts. Like, there are no parents involved in this kid's life.
None.
No.
His mom
and he's rich too, right? You see that.
That's the other. It can be frank. That's the other problem. If I'm going to start nitpicking at this thing, it's that he's like a kind of a weirdly like rich kid who's kind of like no parental supervision.
That's always the case, though.
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I knew some kids like that.
His whole the upstairs Darrell is just computers.
I want that. Where I'm
really.
How expensive?
Oh, back then, that stuff was not.
That was expensive as hell to have that.
You going around breaking things like no problem.
How about this? All right, so if we're gonna play Monday Morning Quarterback, let's do this. What if Edward Furlong's character, the rich kid with all the gear, is the rich friend, and the main character is the more like living on the outskirts of town, probably in a trailer park, the Kyle kid, right?
Yeah.
He's like, do you remember? This is a true story, and I don't want to go like super dark on this, but you remember the West Memphis 3, the true story about, they made like several documentaries about it, Paradise Lost, about the three kids. It's during the Satanic Panic in the early 90s, and they were accused of murdering the two little boys, and they all three, because they were all like from really poor. You ever heard that, Ash?
I've heard,
But documentaries are like exceptionally good, but I will tell you, they don't warn you. They show real crime footage of these little boys, dude, and you don't expect, they don't blur out nothing. And I was like, oh, come on now. It was rough. It's a great doc. There's 3 of them because they follow what happens to them, but they were like really poor, outskirts of town. They were like, one kid was like a metal goth kind of kid. So everybody thought he was a Satanist, and they thought, it became and it's such a fascinating story. My point is, you could, and that by this point, when this movie came out, that would have been on the radar of everybody.
Well, that's what the principal was doing.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You could have done something with that would have been, not heavy-handed, but that could have been really interesting. And I think, if I'm going to knock this movie for anything, it's going to, again, ironically be the script, because it doesn't feel fleshed out enough.
Exactly. It doesn't go deep.
I don't know if that's the screenwriter's fault or to what Darrell said earlier, or is it because it got rewritten like by 8 people who had no interest other than to market a Brainscan video game?
Not even sarcastic. Like when he says the whole thing of he shouldn't be scared of girls the way he talked to the principal, right? He sounded like somebody who
too confident,
just was too confident and arrogant when he said what he said, which was insane. Like when my head cocked back because I was grilling outside, and I'm like, and I'm listening to it, but headphones on. I did have headphones, thankfully. But when he said the thing about the erection doesn't rape people, rape people, I was like, to say that shit to the principal, that ain't no shy kid.
No.
Say that to the fucking principal.
No.
So I'm like, who are you writing? Like, which character is this?
It's
guy?
Inconsistent with where he plays out later in the, for sure. I agree with that. That's fair.
And then he wants to kill. Like, there's a point in the movie where it's like he's okay with the kill,
and that's what I thought setting him up with the whole watching her. The whole game. What's that, Peter?
That's the whole, because it turns out, because I'd forgotten about that part, because the whole movie basically is in the game.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's it was all a dream, but it kind of.
But it's still, but he didn't play
come from that.
Well, hold on, Peter. But he didn't play the game yet when he said the shit to the principal.
No, that was already how he.
That's what I mean.
But I always see. I thought too that they were trying to set him up, like by him watching her and taking pictures and all that, that maybe he could be like, you know what I mean? I think they want the audience to think.
That's what I thought.
But to your point, at the end, when she reveals she's got pictures of him, was that after he wakes up from the game?
No, that's
no. So it's in the game that he's still in the game when he sees that. So she's never actually doing the same thing as him. No. Okay. All right.
She was aware, but she was just like, what is that movie that you guys didn't?
Well, really she watched
him. Body Double? Not Body Double.
Let me take it back.
Body Double. Yeah, where she's putting on a show for him. She kind of is.
She did watch him. She did put on the show for him in the beginning before he went into the game.
Yeah,
because that happened before the principal closed the club down.
Yeah,
because he didn't get the game until that day. When he got home, that's when the game was delivered.
Yeah.
So it's the boy fantasy, right? Like and they've done this many times. The boy fantasy of hot girl across the way, being, you know what I mean?
And she's actually into you too, even though she's not saying it.
So she was written that way. So that was supposedly really her. And then even at the end, when they're out of the game, she plays it coy, like.
Yeah,
but she wasn't taking picture of him too. That was in the game.
No. That was in the game when she pulls out that she.
Yeah, because I remember thinking, why?
I love you. The whole thing with I love you stuff.
They took that out.
Yeah. So she was just a tart that was trying to seduce him.
I haven't heard that word in forever.
That's such an old.
That's an old word. Yeah, you are old. Oh my God.
But that's how they wrote her, though, right?
I know.
You madam are taught.
I'm like, come on, dude. Like,
well, the effects. Let's talk about something
again. Going back to the Trickster again. There's one small moment when they're arguing up in the attic, and the cops come, and he walks down, and they have the Three Stooges on the TV.
Yeah.
And the Trickster's like, he's watching, and he's sitting down, and then like very scooting down, and he's into the Three Stooges, and the way he kind of. I don't know. The Trickster is a super.
By the way, that was T. Ryder. I want to give some love to T. Ryder Smith, who played
Yeah,
the Trickster.
Very good.
Yeah, he was very good. I don't, he's an actor who, when you just see him outside the makeup, although you could see he's got that really kind of gaunt.
Theater actor
He's
too.
based on Alice Cooper.
Oh, the character was?
Yeah, the character.
Well, I
was
can
based
see
on
that.
Alice.
And
Oh,
Alice
that
was
makes sense because there was a poster on the fridge.
of Alice. I saw that too.
Alice
Yeah,
Cooper.
yeah.
That's what he was. That's the thought he had when he was writing the script.
Okay, that makes sense.
With Alice Cooper.
All right. Yeah.
And the money went into Alice. It went into Trickster, right? Like you could.
Oh,
see
yeah,
it.
you could
They
tell.
really-
Yeah.
But I thought it was the effects. I mean, you got to admit, the makeup effects look great, and the
Mm-hmm.
CGI. It's like it's post, like I said, post Lawnmower Man. It's post Jurassic Park,
Right.
Like Sleepwalkers. When it came out, no judgment.
I love Sleepwalkers.
Thank you, Ash. That's why Ash is my girl because she knows.
Okay.
I have the laser disc sitting right up there right now, Peter. I got it propped up on a display. That's how big. Where's yours at, Peter?
Okay,
It's in the attic.
Wow.
You win. I don't have the player down here either.
So dumb.
There's no room.
I love Sleepwalkers, but you remember the morphing effect? But that was because right after T2 had come out, they're like, well, let's use that. And it looked for what it is for the time. You
I
got to
thought it
consider
looked
that.
cool. It
It looked
looked
cool,
cool.
right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it didn't hold enough. Lawnmower Man, it looks straight up like somebody made that on their like Apple
that was
IIe
the
in the
best.
living room.
Probably
Yeah,
did. Yeah.
But this movie, again, you can
It
obviously
works.
tell, but there are,
It works.
but yeah, some of it actually, I was like, that does, like when he appears, it disappears. They do
Yeah,
this
yeah.
like weird,
Yeah,
like
it-
digital.
yeah,
I
it's
was like,
cool.
that doesn't look bad. Like I didn't like be like, oh my god.
Like
Your
even
problem
the
was-
TV scene didn't look bad at all. Like it was
No.
pretty legit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, I agree. The only one that kind of looked
maybe
goofy-
this scene.
Which scene? I can't tell. Oh, the I don't know. I kind of like that because it's so
Yeah, it was
ridiculous. It's
decent.
so like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Freddie Krueger
think
would
it kinda
do.
like-
That's like a
Yeah,
Freddie
exactly.
Krueger thing.
I think the problem happened to be. I think the thing with the movie, sadly, is that the lead was your problem. Like
Yeah.
the kid.
No.
the lead.
And obviously I feel bad. He was a kid, man, and it's
No,
like
I get it. Listen,
yeah, I feel
on
bad
that-
for him.
He
Yeah.
probably was using it at the time.
Yeah, it was just.
It's
yeah,
not
it's
really. It's not really
He
his
was the
fault.
youngest on the set, man.
Mhm.
And he's the youngest
Yeah.
on the set. They should have hired an older actor to play
Yeah,
the character.
Who
Yeah.
was big around that time? though?
94. Ooh, yeah, I have to think on it for a
Yeah.
minute. Like big
Denzel Washington?
actors in that, like because we were talking about 2 years for Scream. It kind of feel like everybody in Scream was like not as well. Like, it probably had to be like a TV person,
Right.
maybe. I don't know. I'd have to think on it.
I don't think you needed the name because the Trickster.
No.
Yeah, you're right. Because nobody else is a name. None of these other actors were a name.
You don't need it.
Langella.
Yeah, Langella. Actually, you know what? Away.
That's it.
Imagine. All right, here. Imagine an alternate universe where they make Brainscan, where Langella is the only name. That's very Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody, all the young people are just unknowns. You
Right.
get that one old school actor
Mhm.
that it's kind of always weirdly because like Donald Pleasance, yeah, he done horror, but he's also done
Freddy
everything.
movie did they
Too on the
do?
nose, I think.
Which Freddy
minute.
one did they do like this? Remember, it was a Freddy one where he thought he was
Which one?
the killer. I can't. I'm trying
Part
to
two.
remember.
Right, that's
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
Ash.
where they
Yeah,
play the
with
same
kid.
deal.
Yeah. That's what she said. She said we should do a double feature.
Right.
By the way,
You're right,
Tyson agrees with me. Which, by the way, I don't want to forget. Hold on. Speaking of Tyson,
Why
he
is
was going to
Tyson not
join
here,
us
by the way?
because he's a working man, Peter. He's a
Making
working
them
man.
candles.
He was making. He was at a farmer's market selling his candles.
Yeah.
But he just said, "Shit, man, just got home. Sorry, I missed the call. Here's my 2 cents, though. How the fuck is it possible that Eddie Furlong was better in this movie than Frank Langella?
Damn.
he thought Eddie was better. All right.
Oh, and speaking of Frank Langella,
Yeah.
go watch because this is on YouTube. He played, and I have this
Is
on
this Dracula? Are you going to bring up Dracula again?
No, I have
Oh,
that on DVD. Fuck that. He is you'll sweat after that one because he is so alluring in that one. Never mind. We're not talking about that.
Wow.
Okay.
There is a play
Okay.
they did back in '81, stage play, where Frank Langella played Sherlock Holmes. It's an HBO production. It's called The Strange Case of Miss Alice
I do not see him
Faulkner.
as Sherlock Holmes at
Me
all.
either.
Oh, go watch this.
I see the guy, T. Ryder Smith, who
funny.
played Trickster.
No.
That because Sherlock Holmes is supposed to be this very kind of gaunt with a right. Isn't he
No.
got like a?
Watch this one. It's on YouTube. It's about
What?
2 hours long, I think. And I caught
2
this
hours?
back way back.
You're
It's
gonna
a stage play.
Daryl, you going to make that a commitment?
No.
It is so funny, and he is really good as.
I'm sobering up
Sherlock
now.
Holmes.
I'm not making that.
So
Yeah,
go.
he's like, no, he's
no, watch it.
I do want to say. So Tyson, I have a theory. Ashley, if you agree with me, I argued Nightmare 2 is the overall best version of Freddy as far as the physical look.
He was creepy,
Oh, my
scary.
children.
Yes,
Even his
now.
voice.
Yes,
Yeah.
all
Was
every
this-
because I love as he gets goofier, right? I love all that, but I would because I think the first one he's so in the shadows and they were still figuring out the makeup.
Right.
I think,
Right.
but two, it's that iconic Freddy, but there's still something very almost like feral and animalistic about him.
When he appears
and
at
demonic.
the party.
Yeah, like his
Oh,
eyes,
the-
just the way
yeah.
he looks. Yeah.
You're
Oh
all
yeah.
my
You are
children.
all my children now. Oh, love it.
Like something like that. I can't do the voice. but
That's
yeah.
okay. That's okay. I A for
That's
effort.
scary
A for
enough.
effort.
That's
Yeah, you'll make
scary
Darrell
enough.
pee his pants.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, so Brainscan then. Am I to surmise I'm the only one that liked this movie? I'm willing to admit its fault. It's got faults. 100%.
I like parts of it.
I liked it, but I was annoyed with some of the stuff. So
Okay, like what specifically? Did we cover everything you're annoyed with, or was there anything
yeah, I
else
mean,
you
we
were-
talked about the girl. I feel like the girl should not have been
Kimberly.
that big of a focus. But I mean,
Yeah.
other than that, I mean, like I said earlier, I've seen worse films. Do I see myself rewatching this? Maybe on like a
like halfway?
yes. I'll pick this up in a year later. It's like, but
Yeah. This will be your Spies Like Us. That movie Spies Like Us with Dan Aykroyd and Chevy Chase. I've never finished it.
That is
my whole
a
life.
long movie.
I started it as a kid and we had to pause it for something, and then we ended up having to
Multiple
return
times.
it. And ever since and my whole life, it's so weird. It'll be on TV. I'm going to watch it. And then I'll realize I'm already like halfway through it, and I'll watch it to the end. But then I'll start it again. It's happened like 3 or 4 times in my life. I've
That's
never.
one of those. It's 2 movies, and they didn't decide.
Is that what it is? And I feel like
Yeah.
it never was that funny to me. I know some people love it.
It wasn't
I
because
love
they
it.
split it.
I'm one of those ones who loves
Whoa,
it.
Peter loves it? What?
What?
No. The irony is.
Wow.
Wait. Here's a double feature for you.
No,
Oh, God.
we're not doing this. But go ahead.
What is it, Peter?
Wait, didn't
Wait, really? You're leaving?
You're not gonna tell us?
You
double feature for you?
Wait, he froze before he could throw up the fingers to do the joke. So we're like, what? What's a double feature?
You should have guessed.
That was good. That was good. I like that.
Well played, sir.
No,
Well
I
played.
mean, this Brainscan has its fair share of problems, and like Darrell said, probably one of them would be Edward Furlong, even though he's not. I mean, he's not all bad in this one. I wouldn't say
You
that.
still have a director too. Like it's on the director.
Yeah.
What they need out of this kid.
Yeah.
So it's
So I kind of the first time when we started, I thought maybe this one would be, because I remembered not really liking it watching the first time around, and thinking, okay, it's the Tricksters in it anyway. But it's not as bad as you think. Actually, it's. I mean, you're not bored.
yeah.
No, it's not boring.
So I mean, it is. I mean, the kill and the whole when he's kind of running around with the and all the civilians who are not armed at all, because they're not supposed to be. They're not armed with rifles and scopes and everything. No. When he's running around and hiding, and that fucking dog almost gives him away several times.
yeah, but I think that scene there was a cut we missed, because to have it where he does the speech, they should have took it out of the movie for him to give the speech about not having any guns.
Mm-hmm.
And then to go right there. The town ain't that big. You could see if these fuckers are walking around
Yeah.
with guns. It makes no sense. And then he didn't even yell at them when they did shoot this guy, because they're all holding the rifle.
Right.
And he doesn't
It's
make
like,
a big deal.
who's going to tell his wife?
Listen, a funny scene to add would be when he arrives with the dead cop. All of the guys with rifles try to hide it behind their back. Like,
Yes, yeah.
Like,
But they didn't do it. So that makes me think that it was a cut. Like
I will say the dog
maybe.
thing. Now you can make the argument. I'm guessing that everything that happens in that environment is the game. So because I remember thinking, look, I got 2 dogs. They're Boston Terriers, so they're not German Shepherds and whatever. But I do not believe I would look at one of my dogs and go, "Hey, can we make a deal?" And he just walk up and he like lick my nose and then like try to hump my leg, and I'm like, ah.
Speak for yourself. I do that when you don't want to get up early and you go,
And your dog like just
I
goes,
promise.
and it walks off.
Go lay back down.
And I will give you a
Daddy
steak dinner.
Will hook you up with something and he lay back down. So it works.
So it's possible.
It's possible.
Okay.
You just got to be really convincing that you.
Yes, well, considering that's your dog, and this was not Edward Furlong's dog. This was just some rando dog. And I'm sorry, a dog that A, is willing to apparently eat human flesh. Second, I'm thinking you got it's got something dead. It's not dropping that for you. It's not like it's a rubber toy.
I feel like I'm missing something with this dog. He seemed to know the dog.
Yeah. I was like it's the Trickster in dog form, and if they had at least insinuated that, that would make more sense.
Yeah.
But then we would have known it was all.
I think they wanted to do wink winks throughout the movie about him being in the game, and they just didn't do it.
Yeah.
Because the Trickster, when I'm reading back what he wanted, it was like he got so focused on the Trickster character itself that it didn't even have a protagonist in the movie. Like they had to kind of put one in there. And I think that's when they were trying to be like, well, maybe we'll make it that the kid's crazy and he's okay with killing these people.
I was wondering if the original script was nothing like any of this.
It wasn't.
Like at all.
It was more like probably like The Ring, where you watch the thing and then it.
Because this dude wrote 7. Can I restate that?
I know.
He's not a slouch. He's not a slouch. So, it
just felt, well, I mean, when that new producer came on, and new producers could really change up a project.
Wait. Hold on. Did we learn 2 new things today, Darrell? That leaving kids in Hollywood is bad for them, and that producers mess stuff up?
No, you must have misheard, Joel. That's not it.
We just figured that out. We just solved Hollywood's problem. We just did. Stop putting kids around drugs.
Yes.
And stop letting producers fuck up projects.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mission accomplished. Well, you're welcome, America.
We fixed that.
You're welcome.
We fixed that.
You're welcome.
No more podcasts are ever needed.
Never. All right. So Ash, I want to make sure we got all of your insights and thoughts about Brainscan, a sentence you probably never thought you'd ever hear.
What?
No, I mean, thoughts. I am curious to see what the earlier script looked like, because something definitely has switched. I found myself wanting to see more of the Trickster than some characters. Yeah. So, I mean, it would have been cool to see the Trickster become like a new horror icon.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we're in need of a Trickster.
Yeah.
It would have been cool to see like a sequel. Maybe the sequel would have been better than the first film.
Yeah.
Especially now, I will say this. I'm one of those people who's kind of weary about like remakes and reimaginings and all that stuff, because I mean,
don't forget requels.
Requels, there you go. That but with this one, I will be okay with the remake. I feel like with everything that we have now, and especially like with how like social media is and just everything being digital, it will be cool to see how they could reimagine a Trickster in today's world. Yeah. So, and
I think we said that about Lawnmower Man too, because it's just if nothing else, because the effects are so much better that it could be a lot more effective.
The problem would be to not let the
producer
or producer go to it's because the tendency would be we can do so much that they do too much.
Yes.
They gotta have a limit.
Yeah.
Because Andrew Kevin Walker wrote the original script in '87.
But so when they bought, that's when they bought from him. That was like a spec script. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe
87 too. That tells you. I mean, 87. This didn't come out to 94. Right. So by 87, I mean 87. It makes sense. It would have been a VHS tape. God, I would love to read that original script. I bet it's
good. Apparently, I read that you didn't have the Trickster as such. It was only a voice over the phone that was taunting him. Apparently, so
interesting.
The main script was the Trickster. Like that's what John Flynn
liked about it, right?
Like that's what he wanted, and
then they messed it up.
Yeah,
they're like, we got this kid from T2, and that movie was the biggest hit of all time.
Let's make some money.
Let's make some money.
Which is sad because the Trickster is a really cool character.
It is a cool character. I agree with that. And I think it's like I love a lot of the different horror icons, but really, other than Freddy, I mean, obviously Pinhead talks a little bit, but most of them don't talk. So he's one of the few that you would. I mean, Dr. Giggles and Leprechaun. Okay, I stand corrected, but still, he would have been one of the few that's got more of a Freddy vibe. But he didn't come up. It's like he made some jokes, but it wasn't overly.
No, he was
a theater. They went and got a theater guy who was good. Like you get a theater guy, that means he could play it. But they probably should have went theater with the kid too. Like,
yeah, fair point. Yeah, you know who would have been good as a trickster? I don't know if he'd still do it. Actually, might be a little bit too old. Would be Doug Jones.
Yeah.
Doug Jones would probably be
definitely say that.
Somebody like that. Somebody who's got that real physicality and does character work really well.
Right.
Yeah.
Two things about this movie.
Yes.
First, the soundtrack I dug because I mean you have Primus on it. You have Butthole Surfers.
Yes.
You have
my kids love that name, by the way.
Butthole Surfers?
Yes.
Have they listened to Butthole Surfers?
Yeah, I played I don't mind the sun sometimes, the images it shows. I played that part.
Buttholes.
Second part, I don't know if it's on your DVD, Joel, but you can find it on YouTube. The original, the scene at the end where they kind of merge. And the movie, you see him standing with the eyes and a little bit weird. On his face.
Which I thought that looked good, by the way. I thought that looked good.
That's not the original ending, though. They merged into some weird, not CGI character, but like a monster thing with arms out there and looking weird, different heads and everything.
They have a segment on here called "Merging Realities," but I don't know if that's it.
I'm not sure, but you can find it on YouTube. The cut scene, and she's terrified because he crawls up on the bed and he looks all arms and
I actually thought it looked pretty good.
Well, she played.
Yeah, but the original
really
ending is different.
Yeah, it looked like it the way she played it because it's just him with just a stupid look on his face. Like it's looking like she saw the most horrific thing.
Well, to be fair, he's got like that scar and he's got,
go watch images from the original and how that monster. It looked cool, but it kind of pulls you. I'm kind of happy they didn't go that route. Because that was a bit too much.
Well, it would have made more sense if she's trying to pull him out of it by saying, like, you're not alone because I do love you. I am, all this shit. And then he was supposed to break the contact with the guy.
It's a classic trope of like werewolf movies, right? The love is what breaks the
It made sense that he would have been. Because if you're going to play it where it's just him running around, then it just should have been in the whole movie where he just falls asleep. That thing comes into his mind, opens whatever to the impulses that guy said he had. Remember the guy they made a point and kept saying that these impulses, you have them. We all have them. And the game, if you just had it where it's the game unlocks those impulses where you lose control. Yeah. And then he's out there and then you see video of him murdering these people when you look back and you see that he did do this shit the whole time. I think that would have been a better thing if you would have played it that way. But
and to your point, actually, just gave me a thought too, because as you set up the whole video camera at the beginning and him being a creeper with the girl, if at some point he had actually like almost got busted and stopped and like left it alone, it was still recording,
right?
And he didn't realize it until after he went through one of the sessions and he sees himself like maybe leaving and then coming back covered in blood. What?
I'm gonna see if I can.
I can't. Oh, what? Oh, yeah.
That's how the creature was supposed to look like.
Yeah, that looks pretty bad. That looks crazy.
Yeah, but it's on YouTube.
But at least it makes sense why she freaks out. By the way, I'm so glad you said this, Peter, because I would have really felt horrible if we forgot this. The reason why the effects, I think the practical stuff looks so good is Steve Johnson was the guy behind a lot of it. And he worked on everything from like Predator, Nightmare 4, Leviathan, Howling 6, The Freaks, which I'm a fan of, Necronomicon, Book of the Dead, Lord of Illusions, the Clive Barker movie, The Dentist, if you remember that one, Bad Moon, Species 2.
Ooh, Bad Moon? That's a good one.
Yeah, so he's done a crap ton of stuff.
Good Moon was better.
Spider-Man 2, he was an animatronic construction, I'm guessing, for Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2.
Probably.
Yeah, so he's done a crap ton of work. The original Species, Blade 2, he worked on, Men in Black. So
Blade 2. That was good.
Yeah, it's great. So that explains, I think, why the effects are.
Yeah, I mean, even though you kind of pull off real, because a lot of times when you have like the characters are with longer fingers, like the Trickster has, it looks weird, and it's sure it does here too, but it works in this.
It
one
works,
for some reason.
Because I think because his proportionally, that actor was very tall and gaunt. You know, and he's very
hair.
Yeah, I think just it worked aesthetically altogether. Yeah,
It should have had more country music though in it.
I actually wouldn't have minded. I love country music.
Where's that going? I don't understand. Why? What's the joke I'm missing?
Because that was the point of what the trickster character says.
Yeah,
I can.
Oh, that's right.
He can take
do anything to me. Just don't.
Stab me in the eyes. You can cut,
yeah, that's right. Yeah. But no country western music. Yeah, that's right.
He plays all this thing, and then exactly.
I forgot about that. That's hilarious. All right, so let's go around the horn, as I like to say, Peter.
I know. You can say it all.
Start with our wonderful guest, Ash.
Fuck the Knicks.
Oh.
No.
What are your final thoughts on this major motion picture, Ash?
Final thoughts.
Yeah.
I would like to see a remake of this. I don't know if I see myself rewatching it anytime soon.
You don't.
It's not. It's not the worst film that I've seen, but there were some good elements in it that I really enjoyed. So I'm like in the middle. Like I'm not mad at it, and I'm not like I'm cool with it. Like
so you're like in the middle, which is where you would normally pause it if you ever find yourself watching it.
That's right.
Okay.
Yes.
So in your face, Joel, in your face.
Yeah. Okay.
But I do want a poster of the Trickster. I would love to have like some type of
the poster. This is what the poster looks like.
Yeah,
I have
like
I have
something of the Trickster, like that.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
He's the. If I were to watch this movie again, he's the only reason why I would watch this movie again.
Okay.
So
Fair
if I
point.
can find like a
and he's
sticker of
in
him,
it a lot. Yeah. He's actually in it a lot. So.
Yep.
So if I can find a sticker of him or something cool with the Trickster on it, I'm gonna buy it.
All right. Right.
I was a little annoyed with him though when he made a mess when he threw
that part.
Pouring mustard all over the place.
Yeah, that was gross. What did he take a banana? Did he was it banana or something? He put in mustard.
I don't know what the hell he did.
Oh,
and he made a mess.
And the actor ate it too. You could tell that wasn't like one of those like pretend. No, he straight up one shot.
He's a stage guy. He ate it.
He was committed.
He was committed. Yeah.
All right, Peter.
Yes.
Don't let me down, Peter.
Like I said before, I went into this thinking, this might not be the best experience because that's what I remembered thinking the first time.
Don't you say?
But it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Okay.
It's not the best movie ever made, but the Trickster is definitely what you watch this for because you kind of don't feel anything for the characters. It's not like they're you don't really because none of them are actually because Edward Furlong's character is not a good dude. She's not a good dude. The friend Kyle is not a good dude either. The cop
Kyle wasn't bad. Kyle wasn't that bad. Was
no, but he's still
he's a goofball. But
I don't dislike Amy. They just gave her nothing.
Yeah,
no, you don't feel anything for them. That's the worst part. Yeah,
I
you
felt
don't really
worse for
feel
the
anything
writing
for them.
Yeah.
I mean, it had they gone a little deeper into it and given the character a little more, you would have felt like, oh, please don't kill Amy. That would be, but you kind of don't. Yeah.
Or show me Murder Club or whatever it was.
The
called.
horror club. You got like that one glimpse of them watching the movie, and that's it.
I recognized one of the guys in the back though, the Asian guy, but I couldn't place him at all.
Oh, really?
I recognized him from somewhere.
Well, it's actually I'm glad you brought that up, Ash, because what I thought was funny is the movie they're watching. I don't know if it was like I can't remember exactly.
Did
they make that for this movie or
parts of
was
it?
that?
No, hang on. I wrote. Let's see.
He's got it written down.
Or was it a real movie? Is it look like it could be?
I think parts of it, yes.
Okay. Or while you're looking it up, the thing is that they called it Death. But what's so dumb to me?
No. Death. Part 2.
That's right. Sorry, my bad. Thank you for that correction. I just think that what's hilarious is they went out of their way to have like Fango, and there's like all these references to like actual real horror stuff. Why did they just have them watch like they're watching Night of the Living Dead or what? It's something that's like a real world movie.
There you go.
Instead of making up a fake horror movie. Why? What was it?
The movie. Let's see. The film clips used to represent the fictitious film Death Part 2. It's a movie called The Dracula Saga from 1973.
Yeah, it looked like a 70s era, low budget horror flick, which is fine, but that's what I'm saying. Why did they just call it the Dracula legacy
go.
era.
Yeah.
Why don't you just call it the thing that it is? Like, I don't understand why
It's when the principal's office, Doctor whatever the hell his name was, because he was called.
So he could have been like
Dr.
messing
Fromberg.
with him, like.
Yeah, because he said the movie's Death, Part 2. He kind of adds that afterwards. To mess
Oh,
with
do you think he's just messing with him?
So he was probably just being an asshole to him.
Yeah, probably. Now that you say that, he could be, but that's I guess the problem is we don't know.
Yeah, we never go back to it. We don't know.
Yeah.
Darrell, remember, kids, and I reckon.
I probably would never watch this movie again. But I do love the Trickster character. I wish that they could have used him in other stuff. Like he looked like a character that could kind of be in something else where he's, where he is kind of trying to seduce the player into murder. Right,
Yeah.
like I could see him doing that,
like with the principal, because the principal was a weird character, and make part 2 where we see, because at the end of the movie, it's implied that the principal's going to play the game, and then
so he's going to fuck his head up.
Yeah, I would have liked to see that movie actually, because the
principal's going to kill all the
character.
kids, right? I mean, that would probably be.
And then if he wakes up, realizes it's all a dream, he'll be pissed because
damn it, the kids are still alive.
Yeah. So I will say, look, all your points are fair. I can't oh no, what are you talking about?
Listen, Michael's whole killings were, a lot of it was based on he hated being alone, right?
Yes. So
the principal,
except for that first one, what the hell was that? Like, was it just random? Which I guess is the point. That was the point.
That was the set.
That was the set. Yeah,
get him like.
But the principal killing a bunch of kids, I think you can get away with that, right? Like having it where the principal's killing all these kids. And
I don't want to spoil anything, but it's heavily implied that the principal in Scream might be a suspect.
Oh,
right, Darrell. Remember
the Trickster characters working behind.
I remember when I first saw the movie, I was like, Henry Winkler? Could it be Henry Winkler? No,
the Fonz could never kill anybody.
Oh, Henry Winkler seems like a legitimately really nice, sweet guy. I'm like, no, not Henry.
Whedon did a similar thing.
Yeah.
I met him back in March.
Oh, really? Yeah, I've always heard he's a really sweet guy. Darrell, what?
Whedon did a kind of a thing like that with the principals. Every time you had a principal for the Buffy school, you would look at the principal. One of the times, I think the principal was a killer,
or demon or whatever. Yeah,
you never trust them. Like you always hear something.
Well, that was what, a tattoo of a snake on his foot.
Oh, who
the guy in this
was
one?
The principal?
No,
or are you thinking
was
of someone else?
Was the principal that had the tattoo
in this one? In this movie?
Brainscan,
No, that was the first victim. The first victim.
That was the victim.
Yes, because he danced, and that's why he cut his foot off. That was why in the murder they made a point, because Trickster made a point of saying that was a great idea to cut the foot.
But see, the problem is that other than the foot just being found like by the dog and all that, like the snake, it implies it's going to mean something, and it doesn't really mean anything other than just as a way to remember that, that's that guy's foot. But it's not like there's a bunch of other like dismembered feet in the forest. I think that's all they
had. I think that was the big thing, was all they had.
Goes into the woods to bury this foot. He digs the hole here. And he leaves the foot here. Why not have the bag right next to you, damn it? I was like, why would you let...
Yeah, that's that plot stuff where you're like, okay, guys, we get it. You're doing it for suspense.
Let's hold on. He is a teenage kid with no guidance ever, and his parents are gone.
Yeah,
right?
The wound in his knee at the start of the movie looked gnarly.
I will say, I have fondness for this movie. I had not seen this in years. I saw it when it first came out in the theater. Apparently, I was the only guy. And
that's why it made no money. He was the only one.
And Heather, my wife and I were dating at this point, so I kind of believe I would have probably dragged her.
Had 2 tickets?
I had this bullet. Although I don't know, this may have been one of those ones, one of the few where she's like, I think I'm busy that weekend, hon. But yeah, I like it. I hadn't seen it in a very long time. I was a little worried, kind of like Lawnmower Man, it would hold up for me at all. And because the Trickster, I think the makeup effects, it's straight up nostalgia. I grant you that. But all the Fangos, I literally just about every issue, I was like, yep, I used to have that one. I definitely still have that one. The Dolly Dearest one I've got, and in fact, it's sitting.
Still have it.
Yep, still have it. And so I loved all that stuff. I loved, even like the back of the magazine, like the ads and stuff I recognized from being from Fango. So And I remember
We are
Fangoria
nerds,
covering
so
this
you know
movie.
that you and I are nerds like that.
Yeah, a little bit. And I remember Fango even, I think, covering this movie quite a bit because of all the product placement for it back in the day. So, yeah, I do have a fondness for it. I will grant you, it is probably not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And I think we all can agree, Trickster is the reason for the season.
Yeah, and again, it's not. You're not bored watching this movie. It's not.
No,
like
it's never boring. It's not a boring movie.
No, so no, it works.
All right, so I guess what we say is buyer beware.
Yes.
or Tubi it like Ash and then watch it like halfway, pause it. And see.
Pretty much.
It's on
Remember,
Tubi
kid.
for like 10 more days and then it's off. But I'm sure it's going to be back on.
Oh, I'm sure.
They
'Cause by the time this airs, it may have been past that point.
There's
But
I watched it on
Blu-ray
YouTube.
rip on YouTube, which
allegedly.
Oh, there you go.
No, not allegedly. It
No,
was
allegedly,
yesterday.
Peter, or it'll be gone.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Stop snitching, Peter.
God almighty.
Golly.
I'm not even that bad.
Yeah.
Remember, kids, erections don't kill people.
Wow. All right, on that note, Ash, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
it's always a pleasure.
Yes, it is. See? Because we both love Sleepwalkers as much as we do. Whenever I cover Sleepwalkers, you have to come back.
Yes, please.
Okay. And I'm not going to make you wait to a stupid Spooky Flicks
I don't
Fest
even
thing either.
count.
It's going to be like, we're just going to cover it. Huh?
Listen, I think I've told this story before.
Uh-oh.
At one, I think it was because it was after New Year's Eve because we were fairly drunk on one at New Year's Eve, and I had two guys, two of my good
I know.
friends.
It's just gone. Yeah, I remember
Two
this.
of my friends were sleeping over. They were in the living room. I was in my bed, of course, and I heard them start Sleepwalkers to watch.
Oh, you heard. Da-da-da,
Yeah, I heard, and I knew exactly. I've seen it so many times, so I knew where they were. And then both of them at the exact same time said, "Ew!" And I'm like, I know where they go.
And you
I
knew
know
exactly where they were.
Exactly.
Yeah. If Alice Krieg was your mom, I don't care. Still your mom. That's gross.
I don't know. Maybe depends. No,
No, go, God.
not going there. But I
No.
thought that was kind of cool.
I was just like, and I'm done.
It was just
yeah.
nice in the bedroom, and I heard them, both of them, at the same
That's
time.
hilarious.
And I knew
And you know exactly where they're at in the
yeah,
movie. Yeah, it's
exactly.
funny. But yes, so Ash, thank you so much for being here. Where
Yes.
can peoples find you in both podcast form and in the written form?
So podcast form, you can find me on Rise from the Dead podcast and Kill the Dead podcast. If you want to follow me on any of my socials, you can find me on at AshXAshes. So Ash with the X in the middle, Ashes. I'm trying to get a little better on Instagram. I'm trying my best, but you can mainly find me on Twitter. And you can also check out my monthly articles where I talk about some deep cuts. Every month I focus on a certain topic and I give my recommendations, and that is on Dread Central.
Nice. Very cool. That's awesome. Pumpkinhead.
Yes, I'm here.
You are.
Your horns. Straighten your horns.
Oh, sorry.
What's up with that Babadook looking face next to you, dude? What is
This?
Yes. I think
This
I don't know.
is-
You
it was a creepy mask I found, and then these two are like loose eyeballs. You can kind of find in a bag. I'll use them for you.
you put the eyeballs in?
Yeah, I taped
that makes sense.
I thought
straight
it came
tape on the
like
That's
back.
what I did too. I was like, that's creepy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
So where can they find you?
me
Pete?
here?
Yes.
Here
yes.
on well, this is Retro Movie Geek / Mom and Pop Video Shop / Spooky Flicks Fest,
It's all over.
or Tear on the Tube.
Yep.
They can go back and listen to our old episodes on.
As this drops, we are going to put one out in October. We're doing the counterpart to Maximum Overdrive. We're doing Trucks,
Yes, Tear on the Tube.
starring Poindexter from Revenge of the Nerds.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Timothy Busfield.
Yeah,
When he was
yeah,
Poindexter. Yeah. And so, which I've never seen that. I'm looking for it. That was like a USA movie, right?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, that's like legit.
Oh, yeah, it's legit. Yeah. Because the original King story was called Trucks in Night
Okay.
Shift. And then they remade it for like the USA Network or something back in the 90s at some point. It's 90s, right, Peter? It's early 90s. Right?
97, 98.
Yeah, or later. Oh, so it was later 90s. Maybe that's the secret to us having a 90s
Okay, I
movie that
see
doesn't
it.
suck.
It's
so,
on Tubi and Plex.
Yeah, it's Tubi.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm going to
Yeah.
watch it on Tubi. Yep. So we'll be covering that hopefully in the near future.
Yeah,
And-
to see, and I'm actually gonna, if I have time permitting, I'm gonna see if I can plow through the the
Story?
short story. Just
I wasn't
because-
very. I don't remember it being long.
No, it's not a long one, and I think. To be honest, the new one trucks is
That's what she said.
yeah. I didn't go that route because remember, erections doesn't kill people.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
Darrell started it.
That's true. He did.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
No, so I'm gonna see it because I know I seem to remember that the TV movie Trucks is more like the short
do
story.
that?
Yeah, I feel like it's a really short one, Peter. You should be able to handle it with no problem.
Sorry.
Wow.
Like in real life.
Wow.
All right,
As long as you know how to work it, that's all that matters. Let me stop.
5 kids sucked it all. What the?
Oh God.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
we're done. We're done. This is horrifying enough, Peter. All right, so
It could be worse.
I can be found here, obviously. God help me.
Yes.
And you be sure if you're watching this, let's see, we got one left, and then
One left.
that one's going to drop on, I think, Christmas. I was at Christmas Day, Halloween Day.
Yeah,
Christmas
We're
Day.
going into
Christmas
Jay of the
Day.
Dead territory, dropping.
Yes.
episodes
So we have a
year
special
later.
guest. I can't say what it is because
Oh.
Darrell doesn't know yet. I don't want to
Nope.
spoil it for him.
Tease.
And yes, we have a special guest for that one as well. And I think that's Jay of the Dead's new horror movies. Be sure to check that out. He also has a couple. He did Jay of the Dead's new horror movies. They did Hollow Man, and then Horror Movie Weekly covered. Don't tell me Death Machine, because that's the one that messed me up with our stream.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Death
Yes,
Machine.
yes. Yeah.
And so
With
those
the
are
awesome
audio based,
cover.
but I'm putting them on the YouTube channel. So be sure to check.
None of them have done.
And you can
video?
find podcasts on Nothing's On.
Oh, yo, Darrell, dude, I totally just
I
jumped
know.
right over you, didn't I?
I know
what
you
a
did.
what a complete
You totally
what a
did.
complete sack of crap. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Go
you son of a bitch. And you can go to Gotham by Geeks, and also where you can find Gotham by Geeks and DC All Stars on there as well. And we have a Walking Dead TV podcast that we cover all the Walking Dead and spinoffs, of which there are 5 million of them.
And on that note, any final words?
Remember, kids. No.
Oh God.
Man, you ruined it.
No.
Any final words that aren't
No.
disgusting
have we
profane?
ever during this whole spooky? Does anyone come up with a good final word yet? No.
Once or twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it wasn't one of us.
No. I
No.
would be one of us.
So it's all on you, Ash.
yeah.
Keep it tricky. There you go.
There you go.
Hey, what? That's fine.
Get all the spookiness you can handle this October by subscribing to Mom and Pop Video Shop on YouTube. You can also find Retro Movie Geek on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you dig up your podcasts. And remember, spooky is as spooky does.